Hey guys, James MC Reviews here. Welcome to another TV log. Today we're taking a look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5. This episode opens right where the last one left off, right after Captain Dumbass kills a person in broad daylight with everyone watching. He hightails it to some warehouse, I guess for security. Sam and Bucky follow him and they're like, listen, like, we get your frustration. It was in the heat of the moment. Don't worry, Hoskins is still alive, which I thought that he was gonna show up some point during this episode, because I'm like, if he's still alive, why isn't he showing up? But I guess they're saving that for the finale. Yeah, so they're like, we can help maybe if you come with us and you give us the shield and you turn yourself in, maybe we can help like convince them to like step back with the charges and stuff like that. But of course, Big Dick Walker, being, you know, a big asshole, says like, oh, that's what that is. You just wanted the shield. Fuck that. I'm gonna try and kill both of you. So we go into this really awesome fight scene. The fights in this show have been pretty, like, on point throughout. But this one is really intense. Like, you know, they're flipping over each other. Walker is like using the shield to like beat the shit out of them. There are a couple of times where he almost like impales one of them. And then the fight ends with them breaking his arm to get the shield off and then knocking him out. That was a really cool fight. Basically, after that though, because of what Walker did, the government decides to step in and is like, yeah, maybe having superheroes look into this wasn't such a good idea. You guys can step down, we'll take it from here. So Falcon, now having ownership of the shield pretty much, you know, is still kind of hesitant about taking the whole Captain America mantle. So he goes to Isaiah Bradley from episode 2 for, like, I guess inspiration, and you know, he basically tells it like it is. It's like, you know, the world isn't gonna let there be a black Captain America, you know, like they are all about their image, and you know, it's like half the time they don't even realize that they're treating someone badly until it's too late. I mean, look at me. I was, you know, pumped full of super soldier serum and arrested all because, you know, I helped some guys escape from a POW camp, you know. That's not gonna happen. And Sam tries to be like, oh no, but it's a different world now. The commentary in this show is like, I would never have expected this from, you know, a Marvel TV show, but I appreciate that it's there, and I appreciate that, I said this last time, but with the exception of, you know, the whole scene in episode 2 where Sam gets run up by the cops, I appreciate that it isn't like heavy-handed or anything like that. So until they find more leads, Sam decides to go back home to his sister and help her fix up the boat. And it's looking like, you know, it's looking like the sister is like, we're never gonna be able to sell this boat. We can't even get it fixed. It'll be like a decade before, you know, it's even ready or something like that. So Sam decides to call in a few favors. He gets a bunch of people from the neighborhood. It's almost like a little block party of everyone helping him fix up the boat. He gets done tracking down Zemo in Sokovia. He's apprehended and taken in by the Wakandan warriors. He does ask them for one more favor, and they give him like this like briefcase, this thing for Sam, which we never see what's inside. I'm guessing they're saving that for the finale, but I knew they were gonna do that too. They were like, they're not gonna have him open this motherfucker until right before the credits, and they're gonna cut before we see what it is. And sure enough, that's what happened, and I'm like, God damn it. So yeah, Bucky shows up. He stays around for a little bit. He helps Sam fix up the boat. He flirts with Sam's sister, which I thought that was funny. Meanwhile, we see a bunch of sort of plans brewing. We see Carly Morgenthau has cut a deal with some, like, bad guy that is trying to get revenge on Sam or something like that. They didn't really say who he was. I didn't recognize him from any of the other movies or show or anything like that. Also, Sharon might be planning something. We don't know what. We see her on the phone with some guy, and She's like trying to work out a deal. I'm wondering, because people have theorized that Sharon might be the power broker, because we still haven't seen him or her or it throughout the whole series, and I'm guessing that, you know, that's going to be revealed in the finale. I mean, it has to. We have one more episode left. It has to be revealed in the finale. So people are starting to think like maybe she's the power broker, maybe she's secretly working with Carly, maybe something is going on. So I'm very curious to see what's up with Sharon. And throughout all of this, we see Bargain Bin Captain America, Captain Asshole, John Walker. We see him constantly trying to argue his case. He's like, you know, I did what I had to do. He's in this like brief meeting with like this group of government officials. They tell him like, effective immediately, you'll step down as, you know, military service, and you'll no longer be Captain America. You have to turn in that shield to us as it's government property. And he's constantly being like, I urge you to consider the circumstances. You know, it was in the heat of battle, and they're like, we've considered the circumstances and we don't care. You killed the guy in cold blood in front of millions of people, and that's not what we stand for, and that's not what Captain America stands for. And he just flat out says like, you know, you assholes built me. I did exactly what I said. I was working for you. I did exactly what you told me to do. So, you know, don't tell me what Captain America does and doesn't stand for. I am Captain America. And they're like, not anymore, you're not. So he just walks off. He sits outside with his girlfriend, and then Julia Louis-Dreyfus shows up out of nowhere, playing a character that I'm not familiar with, but apparently she's in the comics. I think she's like some SHIELD agent or a double agent or something like that. And I mean, I imagine if they're bringing in a big name actor like that, then they have something planned for her in the future. So it was just cool to see Julia Louis-Dreyfus there. John basically uses the supposed death of Hoskins as sort of leverage. Like, he goes to his family, who, you know, we're only just discovering now. He goes to his family and is like, you know, like, I did my best to save him, but it was too late, and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, he was so proud of you. He was so excited when he heard you were going to be Captain America, and he was honored to serve by you and shit like that. So yeah, after a while, they get the boat fixed up. Eventually, they decide, though, that it doesn't need to be, it shouldn't be sold, it should be preserved and stuff like that. And once that military guy, Joaquin, from the first episode, gives them a lead, Sam decides, you know what, I don't care if the US accepts me or not. I am the holder of the shield now. I gotta step up and do what's right. So we see this epic Captain America training montage of him doing backflips and playing shield frisbee and running track around his house and shit like that. And we just see him just getting jacked up and ready for battle, which is awesome. And then, of course, at the end, we see this organization meeting get like hacked by, I'm assuming, either the power broker or the flag smashers or something. And then Sam opens up the package from Wakanda, and then the episode ends. And then in the middle of the credits, we see John Walker pulling a bit of an Iron Man there, with him like hammering the metal and, you know, soldering shit. And right before it cuts to black, we see he's putting together his own shield. So I'm very curious to see where that's going. I'm very excited to see the finale. This was a really, really good episode. I thought it did a great job following up the last one. I thought there was some really good stuff in there, some cool cameos, some really good lines. And just set up for what appears to be a really awesome finale. So yeah, that about does it. Again, really solid episode. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on that episode? what do you think is going to happen in the finale? You know, what do you think is going to be Julia Louis-Dreyfus's future in the MCU? What do you think is going to happen with all the other characters? Let me know all that stuff down in the comments. Do you think Sharon is the power broker? Let me know. Until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on what I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.